Hello there, and welcome to my 300th episode of Unboxing the Boxes, my Star Wars collection. A couple of months ago, I was watching a podcast called Hyperspace Heroes and discovered that something I had added to my collection about 6 months ago was changing. Yeah, the wooden-based Carbonite figures were about to be changed. They were no longer going to be made of wood, and there was a sale on the remaining wooden-based sets. So I went to the website and I bought virtually all they had left. I think I left one set there for them yet. So now my question is, are 9 sets going to be too many to cover in one video? Like I said, I was introduced to the Carbonite figures over 6 months ago, and I decided to go and buy 3 sets. And the sets I bought were Seizing the Princess, There Are Too Many of Them, and Holding the Line. Now, if you're not familiar with the Carbonites, they are wooden block figures. Basically, they look like this. They're just little wooden blocks with the character on them, covered on 5 sides by what the character is, and on the bottom says who the character is. Now, of course, these are parodies of Star Wars, so they don't actually have the Star Wars name on them. And for example, this one happens to be Scared Young Samurai Boy 2. Now, we do have the equivalent of Anakin Skywalker turned Darth Vader in here, but they can't call him that, so they called them the Chosen One, Samurai Purge Blue Blade. They're kind of fun little figures. Very well designed, I think, for what you're getting. And like I said, from the sounds of it, things are changing at Carbonites, or things have changed at Carbonites, I should say. Where these sets were made out of wooden blocks. From the sounds of it, Vincent was on another episode of the Hyperspace Heroes podcast and was talking about how it was getting really hard to get good quality wooden blocks anymore that met specifications and so forth to make these figures with. So he was closing out the wooden figures and he was changing over to a plastic figure where he could have more control over what the blocks were. So I thought, well, they've got a sale going on. I may as well increase my collection of the wooden block figures quick. So I went on their website and I bought 9 more sets. So we're going to go through these 9 sets, and if it gets to be too long, I'm going to break this video in half, and then the next episode we'll finish it up. So let's see what I will be adding to my collection. Of course, as I open this new package, I would like to invite you to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I do appreciate it when you do that. And yes, I am actually opening a package here, and I will be opening each of the boxes because I want to see what these characters actually look like. And this is very well wrapped, but it's being a little stubborn opening. Okay, so here we go. I guess not. We got to open one more part here. I think my knife needs sharpening. I have to say, they do a very nice job of packaging. So there's one. Now we get to part 2. And part 2 looks like it's just paper, so we can just rip that with the hand. And it's like opening a Christmas present, you know? All right, and once again, we have our 9 new figure sets to take a look at. Held together with a piece of binding here. Just says Carbonites. All right, we're just going to take them right in a row here, I think. And the first one, just for your information, it says it's got 3 little stickers on it. One little sticker says No soft goods here, just handmade ones. The one in the middle here says, we put the mint in the box. We put the mint in the box. And the last one says, made by Ognaughts, crossed out humans. And it looks like he's got a few different stickers just looking at it here. This one happens to say, fresh out of the freezing chamber. And that looks like about where it ends. Cute little stickers on them. One thing with these is they're easy to open. So, which one do we have first? The first one, and he does a really nice job of packaging here. The first one we have is the 104th Republic Troopers, Part 1. So I'm hoping the next one is Part 2. Now, as you can see on the front cover, we have kind of a picture of what the troopers look like. And on the side, we have a little better picture of what the troopers look like. And then on the back, we've got just a few things about the Carbonite figures, such as they have mural packaging, 6 figures per box, a mint in the box, charity donations, that's right, $1 of your purchase for each set goes to charity, has a loyalty rewards program, they're sustainable, quality tested, durable materials, handmade, and free shipping. That's right, your $15 includes the shipping. Now, I bought these at half price, seeing that these were a closeout. So I was kind of lucky here, and I got these sets for $7.50 a piece instead of $15 each. Well, like I said, we've got the 101st or 104th Republic Troopers Part 1. Let's find out what these look like. And it just comes in a cardboard box, which opens pretty easily. And I think I opened the wrong side. Oh well, we'll put it back this way. Okay, got a piece of paper here first of all that wraps it up with. So we got a couple things. First of all, we have a little note directly from Vincent at Carbonites. And it says, Dear Collector Steve, greetings Exalted One. I hope your Carbonites arrive safely at the palace. Whether you tear into the package or keep them mint in box, whether you play or display, we hope they're everything you imagined and more. Each Carbonite was hand-assembled with enthusiasm, packed with care, and forged for an adventure that has already begun. With every case you order, you make a real-world impact. You choose Rancho Obi-Wan to receive a donation, and thanks to you, $4.50 has been donated in your name. Seeing that I bought these on sale, 50 cents went toward each box instead of $1. Through our official Carbonites fundraiser. Check your contribution here, and he's got the address there. You didn't just collect, you contributed it. You made an impact by simply adding additions to your collections. The team and I would love to hear what your Carbonites are up to. Send pics, share stories, or just say, hey. Hey, Vincent and crew. After all, your feedback, friendship, and fandom keep this mission of ours going. Thank you from the bottom of my nostalgic, collector-loving heart. Thank you for supporting Carbonites. And then he's got a little handwritten note at the bottom there that says, thank you very, very much for clearing out the website. Enjoy your rare variants. Well, I guess they're rare variants now because everything's switched over to plastic. So, thank you for the note, Vincent. And now let's see exactly what else we have here. We have a little wrapping paper that just says, Carbonites, carbon copies of your favorite characters, with kind of a frozen Han Solo on the cover there. And of course, if you've ever gotten Carbonites, you know there is a mint in box option here. And it is actually a mint in the box. That is right. He gives you a mint in the box, and it does have Han Solo and Carbonite on it. And of course, the expiration date on this one is March 2026. Yeah, that's right. They're real mints that you can eat. So of course, I'm going to have to keep these out of the box and actually eat them. All right. So, well, it looks like we've got a few different ones here. In fact, it looks like all of them are different from each other. So this is going to be interesting to see. We'll start with this one. And this one, according to the bottom, happens to be the Part 1, 104th Republic Advanced Trooper. And as we can see, they are kind of grayish in color. Not a whole lot of coloring on these particular ones because in the show, there wasn't a whole lot of color to their armor at that time. Yes, it is on all four sides, as you can see. And we do have what represents the little horn at the top of their helmet, or the little stripe at the top of their helmet. Very well done as far as design goes. I do like this. It is kind of cute. So there is our Republic Advanced Trooper. The second one we have is the 101st Republic Flight Trooper. So a little bit different there. And one thing that is different, instead of a regular backpack on the back, we have a blaster pack on the back. So he can go flying around. And there again, all four sides, of course. Little different helmet top on him. But overall, a really sharp looking character. And yes, there are a few changes from the other one, which is nice because it's nice to have different figures to go with things. So there we have the Republic Flight Trooper. Next, we have the Republic Trooper Specialist. Little different visor on the helmet of this guy. On the back, we've got almost more of a buttons and different things. Probably a computer console or something back there. There again, I like the difference in the helmet, so it's not the same. Different arms again as the other two. In other words, it looks pretty sharp. I like it. What do you think of these so far? There's the first three. Next, we have the Republic Trooper Officer. So finally, we've got the officer here. Once again, well, his arms, this time the shoulder pads are the same. But the rest of the character is different again. I just like the way he designs these. These are really sharp looking. Even the little radar thing on the side of his helmet that sticks up goes up and around to the top of the thing. So, well designed, well thought of. Next, we have the 101st Republic Trooper Heavy. The Heavy Trooper here. The sides and the back are similar, but they do have small differences to them. For example, this one has a gray dot. This one has a white dot. The helmets, of course, are different. And when we look at this, yes, he looks more like a regular trooper on this one. Yes, he's a heavy trooper, but still, he doesn't have the signia that would specify that he has a special office within this military. And then we, of course, have the Republic Trooper Assault. So the Assault Trooper. Once again, we have a gray dot on the back. The front is very similar to the Republic Trooper Officer, but the sides of the helmet are different. So there we go. The 6 figures that are in the Part 1 of the 104th Republic Troopers. And I'm going to need some tape to put my box back together because I tore it apart, and I did not mean to do that. Unless I can get it back together here somehow and not have it break apart. We'll have to work on that. Okay, so there we go. We'll put these back in the box quick. But we'll keep our mint out because I will be eating that. So the 101st Republic Troopers. We'll see if this one happens to be the 101st Part 2. Nope, this is the 41st Republic Troopers Part 1. So, tell you what, we'll take a look at these guys and see what they all have. You'll notice there's a little bit of color here. Where these guys were pretty much gray, these guys are also going to be green. So once again, the figures on the front, on the side, and we have our little explanation of everything on the back. And when we open this box, We can see we've got our little cover again to protect them. Very well packaged. The first trooper in this one happens to be the Republic Trooper Officer. This is the 41st Republic Trooper Officer, and you can notice we have green around this one. So not all gray, so we got a little more color scheme with them. And again, pretty well designed. It's amazing how they actually look like the troopers, even though they're just a block. The next one we have here is the Republic Trooper Heavy. So Heavy Trooper here. Notice again, the helmet is a little different. And of course, the sides and everything are different. But still, very well done. Very well designed. The third one happens to be the Republic Trooper Assault. So we're kind of getting in the same thing as these, but it's a different battalion. So we have different colors and everything. And of course, we've got plenty of green highlights on this guy. We go to the next one, and we have the Republic Advanced Trooper. A lot more detail on this bugger. And again, like I said on the other ones, all four sides are covered. The top continues the helmet. The bottom has the name on them. Next, we have the 41st Republic Flight Trooper. So there again, we got the fly pack on the back. And last but not least, we have the 41st Republic Trooper Specialist. I like the visor on this one. Got that skinny little visor to see out of. These things are hard enough to see out of anyway when these helmets are in there. Surprising that they make them that much more difficult to see out of. So there are the 6 figures from the 41st Republic Troopers, Part 1. And of course, the mint in box again, same as before. We'll have to put that out there because, yes, I do plan on eating those. So we'll put those back in the box. And yes, I think it's going to be a little too long to get through all 9 of these sets in one video. So I think we're going to have to make 2 videos out of this. So there's part 2. Tell you what, we'll just put them over here a little bit. The third one we have here is, I don't know. We'll find out when it's opened. And this one happens to be the 91st Republic Troopers, Part 1. I bought a lot of troopers in this particular purchase. And I have a feeling the characters will be the same as what these Part 1s were, except that we will have a different color scheme. Where we had gray-green, here we've got kind of a rusty red color. So first one out of this box, again, is the Republic Trooper Officer, which looks pretty good yet. And then we have the Republic Trooper Heavy, so the Heavy Trooper. And we have the 91st Republic Trooper Assault. So pretty much sticking with the same type of things. Like I said, just a different color scheme so that when you put these together in little dioramas or something, you can actually have the various trooper divisions. Next, we have the Republic Advanced Trooper and the Republic Flight Trooper, and of course, the Republic Trooper Specialist. So yeah, the designs are pretty much the same as the other ones. At least the names of them are the same as the other ones. And the main difference is we've got the reddish, rusty color on these things. Mint in box is not in the box anymore. And we'll put them back in there. Now, to tell the truth, like I said, video's getting a little long, so we're going to call it quit with the 3 of them here. So we've got Part 1s of the 41st Republic Troopers, the 104th Republic Troopers, and the 91st Republic Troopers. I think those are the only 3 sets of different troopers. I think I do have some Part 2s in here, but we'll find out in the next video, which I hope you'll stay tuned for. Of course, I would appreciate it if you would give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Let the people know about these Carbonite figures. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and hit that notifications bell so that you're notified when new videos are posted. For example, the next one in this. Yes, part 2. We've got part 1. We've got part 2 to take care of. 5 more sets to go through. Next video is going to be pretty long too. But I'm not going to give as much of an explanation at the beginning of it. So, until next time, may the Force be with you and keep collecting!